specifically for a man, I made it like
once I'm just listening to you.
Oh no, this is the way you look at me. I thought we was getting ready to turn this to a whole different thing.
Oh.
Like, yeah, we was about to go OF in here. Y'all, welcome back to our channel. This is Heavy on the Hair. I'm Jamal.
I'm Brittany. All right, so today we're going to be talking about gender roles in relationships.
Yeah, we'll be pretty much highlighting, just pretty much some of the things, the stigmas about gender roles, some of the stereotypes, how true they are, like if we believe in them or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just a normal conversation about gender roles, because that seems to be a topic of discussion when it comes to like couples. And recently, like, who was it? It was Gabrielle Union, right? When they had the whole world in an uproar because she was.
Well, that was money, Jamal. That's a whole different topic.
But I mean, that's part of like that falls in line with it. Like, because some people think that men are supposed to like pay for everything, and like you're not a real man if your woman is paying bills, and like, which I don't believe in. But we'll get to that one. We'll cross that bridge when it's time. But yeah. So that's what we on. Go ahead. What's your opinion? You want to start? Ladies first.
Okay. So I will say that in our relationship, we don't really have specific gender roles. Not really. Like as far as roles in your relationship, genderless right now, we're just talking about roles. Cooking, cleaning, I guess taking care of the kids. Yeah. I'm just talking about what the roles are.
I'm just saying like,
okay.
Nah, to like, yeah, we ain't like.
Oh no. Yeah, so cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids. I guess taking the trash out is like a role. I'm just trying to think of some of the roles. So those are like the main.
I mean, y'all know what it is. Like, this is pretty much one of the things that everybody got an idea of what they feel like a man is supposed to do in a relationship or in a household, what they feel like a woman is supposed to do in a relationship or in a household.
Yeah.
And okay, so my 2 cents or 5 cents or 13 cents, however you want to put it.
I can't.
The way I think about it is it's really relative to your relationship. There's no right thing, B.
I agree.
I will say this. I think it's wrong to assume, and we talk about this, just like a man's supposed to do one thing and a woman's supposed to do one thing, because I'm one of them men that I can do just as much in the house as a woman can do, and she's one of them women that can do just as much as a man can do, like as far as like your career and like you know what I'm saying. She's like on a career. I'm just working. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it is what it is.
Don't be downplaying yourself.
I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Care of us,
yeah, I mean, I hold the household down. You know what I'm saying? Financially and stuff. It's not like I'm broke and she taking care of me and nothing like that. No, but like really.
I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make that face, because to each his own.
I'm just saying, and I'm not even that kind of guy like that would want to be taken care of. But I hold it down.
You don't want to be a house husband.
I mean, no, because technically,
you kind of are.
I am a house husband, like,
but you just work.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a house husband at work, because, like, okay, so like for us, example, like our schedules are opposite. Like I'm here during the day with the kids, and at a time the kid, and I'm tasked with the responsibility of making lunches, getting the kids up, or one of the kids, because one of my kids is almost grown, making all breakfast and all that, but. Making breakfast, fixing lunches, dropping kids off on certain days, every day picking kids up from school, taking kids back and forth to practice. Like, I'm like a dad, mom. However you want to word it, G.
You're a dad.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, as far as
just
like
an active dad.
But like, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about
dads inactive.
Yeah, because like I do stuff that most people would consider that this is what moms do.
Like that's I guess in a gender role, that would be a woman's gender.
And this is why I don't believe in that type of stuff, because like, I just, all right, so the way I look at it is, if I'm at home in the middle of the day and she's at work in the middle of the day, why would I wait for her to get off of work after she's been at work all day to prepare a meal for the whole family, and I'm here and I know how to cook. I mean, which I know a lot of guys don't know how to cook. I'm just
if you don't know how to cook, it's a different story.
But like I'm saying, which I'm gonna put my sons on the game. I know I talk about like put my sons on, and I put my daughter on the game too, but specifically for a man, I made it like.
I'm just listening to you.
Oh no, this is the way you look at me. I thought we was getting ready to turn this to a whole like, we was about to go OF in here. Like,
I was just looking.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
See, you made me nervous. I had to put my feet up. I thought you was about to.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was about to turn into like a whole different channel. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding.
All right, but no, seriously, like, all right, when I moved out of my mother's house when I was 20. I literally went on a crash course. Like I told you about this. Like with my grandmother, like, all right, look, I need to know how to cook because in my mind, at that age, I didn't think I would get married, and I just knew that I didn't want to have to depend on a woman to feed me. Like I wasn't gonna be one of the men that was like, you know what I'm saying? Well, damn, where's dinner at? It's 7 o'clock. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? No. Like, I just had to learn how to make it because I lived on my own most of my adult life. I cooked my own meals. And then I realized that once I started to have adult relationships, that I was doing that type of stuff. Like, I was in the kitchen more than the women I was dealing with. Just doing like, you know what I mean? I had a child early. I was never an absent father. I was hands-on from the jump. I wasn't like a weekend parent. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was big for me too. I didn't want to be just like, I'm picking my daughter up on the weekend and you know what I'm saying? So I was hands-on all like, you know what I mean? From day one. As like a 21-year, I had my daughter when I was 20 and then 2 weeks later I turned 21. So I was a baby with a baby. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't want to like have to depend on a woman to like help me in that aspect of life. So like I made it my business to make sure I wasn't like that. It helped me out in the long run because you married like a quadruple threat.
Okay, let's go.
You know
hey, I know what I got.
All right.
Because listen, okay, if I had to work, and like I said, no offense to people that have to do this because I just like single moms.
Single parents, not just single moms.
Single moms. I'm talking about single moms right now. Single moms.
Wow. Just like it ain't dads out here holding it.
I'm not talking about no dads.
Right,
I'm talking about single moms.
I'm gonna let you cook.
Thank you. Single moms. Bow down to you because I don't even know. I mean, obviously, if I was forced to do it, I would be able to. But that's a lot of work. I'd be tired when I get home after working all day, and then to have to come home and do all this stuff. Like I come home, I do homework, of course. I do the homework stuff.
I ain't doing that.
No, don't say I ain't doing that.
I'm the dude Ebony K. Williams was talking about in school,
What?
Like the C&D student in school.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that was me.
Don't worry. I don't
But that wasn't her.
with his homework.
So I let her help. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I help with homework and stuff like that. Get the kids ready for bed, all that great stuff. But you know, I mean, cooking. I mean, I could if I always tell him. Of course, I can cook.
Yeah,
what the heck, I can throw down. Okay, my family.
You really
we can cook.
You
But
busy.
the good part is I don't really have to cook often. Like, you know, my friends are like, "What you cooking tonight?" I'm like, "Girl, you know I'm not cooking." Not because I can't cook, because I don't have to. Like, and it's not to brag or anything like that. It's just saying that we are a team.
Yes.
So we pick up where the other one lacks. Everything depends on your relationship. If you have a relationship where, you know, at that time, finances change. Like people talk about how marriage is a business and all that stuff, which I guess if you think it's a business, sure, whatever. But it's a partnership where...
Cause we've both been in a position where we had to hold the household down financially before.
Where if one of y'all is lacking, the other one can pick up and vice versa. I'm not about to just be dependent on anybody to where if he, you know, happens to get laid off or loses his job, and now I'm sitting here looking stupid because I don't know how to provide for myself and my family. Absolutely not. Like I said, to each his own, but that's just not what kind of position I'm going to be in. And that's not what I'm going to teach my kids. And basically there was a time where I was in school and he was taking care of things. I had a job, but it was like a part-time job. I worked like 4 hours a day, which was nothing. And I wasn't really making that much money. And so basically I paid for like groceries and toiletries. And then he paid everything else in the house because I ain't had no money. So he held it down while I was in school. There was a time where he got laid off from his job. And
that was crazy. I didn't get laid off.
Oh wait, what you mean?
Because remember, I quit.
Oh, you
job,
quit?
I was about to start a new job,
and
then I had that charge that I didn't know that had came up.
And then his new job fell through, so then he had no job, which was very stressful. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on. If y'all ever are dating a man and he loses his job, prepare to be... that was like a really bad time in our relationship.
I apologize for how I mean, because I acted like
transparency. It was a horrible time in our relationship because this man was like, oh my gosh. It was like, he was really horrible.
All my life, I was bad. But I mean,
I
it
guess
was from
it's
a
stressful.
good place.
It is stressful when you don't have money. And it made me feel, it made me feel two different ways. On one hand, I'm like, bruh, if I got you, I got you. Like, I understand this is, maybe it feels emasculating. I don't know. And I don't know what that feels like. But at the same time, like, I'm gonna be you. because you're stressing me out. Like I get it, you don't have a job right now. I get it, you don't have any money, but accept this help and let's keep it pushing.
Throw in the fact that happened in like late November, so this was right around the corner from Christmas. With 2 children.
It was, yeah.
We didn't have Lennox at the time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was 2 children, but it was very stressful because he was just so upset that he never had any money, and he was looking for a job, and it was just hectic, y'all. But what my point of saying that was, at that time, I was helping take care of pretty much a lot of things. His mom helped out. We have a good village, so if we need help, most of the time we can get it from our family. Yeah, shout out to her. So we got through that rough time, but it was horrible. I mean, I see why a lot of people's relationships fail because of money, because money is very important. It is. But also, money is not everything. Just like I said, you're going to have times where something happens, maybe you get laid off, or something happens to me, something could happen to our health and we can't work, So you need to prepare yourself for the moments where you can't work. Because if you can't work and the other person has to, they need to be able to.
Life still got to go on.
Yeah, and I feel like the main importance of a relationship is not money. It's about doing things together and about teamwork, because money is going to come and go. Money is going to go up and go down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Money fluctuates. But as long as you have somebody to get through it with, that has a good head on their shoulders, then y'all can get through that together. If all y'all rely on is money and then the money is gone, what do you have?
Dry up,
ain't no relationship.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when I hear people say stuff like that.
Ain't got no money.
Marriage is a business, and like,
yeah.
Which in a way, I get where they're going, but
I mean,
ultimately, that's not what that shouldn't be the foundation of it.
It should not.
It shouldn't be a business relationship as the foundation for like what y'all have.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't ignore the aspect of it because life bills got to be paid. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be bringing some money.
Somebody got to bring some money home. But yeah, I mean, we don't have that traditional where. I mean, I know a lot of women feel like they're not going to date a guy that doesn't have any money, or they're not going to date a guy that can't take care of them. But like, I don't know. I just would never want to be the type of woman that is just at home all day and then you work. Like I think it's a job. Being a homemaker is definitely a job. I personally don't know if I would be able to do that for long term because I'm just so used to working. I'm so used to having my own stuff. I don't want to have to go to him and be like, "Hey, can I have some money?" Like, that's so weird.
Like, you my own daughter.
Yeah, like, no. Listen, at that point we would have to have like some joint funds where I could just go get it myself, because I'm not about to just sit here and ask you for money. Like, that's crazy. And also, a lot of men that feel like that are trying to control you anyway.
I was about to get on it. I mean, because they come with a price, bro. They come with a price.
Let's be real. You're not going to think that you own me just because you pay for everything.
I mean, but realistically, I'm not even that type of person.
No, not you.
But
yeah.
I can get why guys is like that, though. Like, I can get why guys act like that, because, like, all right, if I'm providing everything financially, I'm talking about, like, you know what I mean, everything financially, I really don't want to hear no pushback on, like, I mean,
okay, even if you are providing everything financially, I am not your child.
Very true.
So pushback, what you mean pushback? Like, what the heck do you think this is?
This is what it is. Like,
well, this is why this ain't us anyway.
Exactly.
Obviously that wouldn't work.
God knew what he was doing, G. He knew what was up.
Yeah,
he knew what was up. Because straight up, I mean, I ain't, like, I'm not no misogynist. I'm like none of that.
No, I wouldn't say you are.
That aspect I do kind of get, like, all right, not that you just got to live your life disrespectful. And like, I told you about that post I seen on Facebook. Somebody was like, y'all do realize that the men that's paying 100% of the bills cheat the most. And like, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, I'm not saying like it's got to be nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
But for me, if I'm paying everything, you ain't about to be like, why you coming in the house at whatever time.
But it's like, okay, that's what I mean. Are you paying everything because you want to pay everything and because you feel like that's what you should do? And that's your role as a husband or a man or whatever, or even if y'all not married. Are you doing it because of that? Or are you paying stuff so you can
have that, like,
controlling, or so you have that edge up on her and feel like, oh, now I'm paying everything, so now you're down here and I'm up here and you have to listen to everything I say and I don't want to hear no pushback because I'm paying for everything. I mean, it's like, okay, I think a lot of guys can pay for everything if they wanted to. Money is money. Women can get money, guys can get money. There's women out here that are successful businesses, and there's men out here with the same thing. So I don't feel like money should be the root of,
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff, like with me specifically and a lot of guys, you just follow the footsteps that you saw. So if you grew up in a household and your dad took everything and like your mom just stayed home and didn't work, you probably gonna run your household like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in a household where your dad, like my dad was just like, he worked all the time, and he didn't want my mom to work because I got 2 sisters, younger sisters, he didn't want my mom to work. Thank you. And so when they were young, he was just like, look, you stay home, I'm paying everything. But my mother didn't like that. My mother was the type of person that she wanted to work. She had been working since a kid. She wanted to make her own money. So he finally let her get a job.
I can't let her get a job.
No, this is how she explained it to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a kid. I don't know nothing about that type of stuff. But she explained it to me once I get an age. And like their thing was my dad takes care of rent, mortgage, or whatever at the time. And then my mother take care of the utilities or whatever.
And that's basically what
that's pretty much what we own. You know what I'm
pays
saying?
the mortgage,
I pay the mortgage,
I pay,
and then she do the utilities
etc.
and stuff like that. Because literally, that's what I saw.
But it's been switching. Like we haven't always done it like this. We do what works at that time. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because we have done.
Yeah, I used to pay the mortgage, and you paid everything else.
Yeah.
But let's start with the fact that they don't really work because he don't like to pay stuff on time. And so if I left him with the utilities, we wouldn't have any utilities. We wouldn't have anything. We would be in the dark right about now.
No.
So no.
And sometimes my memory is bad, and then I will like. It is bad sometimes. I can admit that, and I just be like, damn, something is due. I don't know what it is, but. You know,
we got calendars, we got iPhones. It's really no.
I know. I mean, I've gotten better over the years. Now we done switched roles when it comes to that because now you'll forget to pay stuff. I mean, because you got a lot of stuff, like you know what I'm saying.
Exactly, like
but you'll forget though sometimes, like, and then you'll bring that up, like. No, I'm just saying.
You forget something every month, and you got like 3 bills to pay.
I'm calling a spade a spade.
You ain't calling nothing.
The roles is reversed. Now you be the one forgetting more.
That's not true. He's lying. But even if I did, I have a reason to.
What's your reason?
Because I have so many things to pay for. You already said it.
Oh, yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, thank you.
Whatever.
Anyways, the point is, it goes up and down. Sometimes you're going to be the one paying the mortgage. Sometimes you ain't, you know. But
the main thing.
But I just think everybody should be willing to participate equally if they have to. Like with the gender roles, whatever, you know, like listen, I don't want to take out the trash. I ain't going to lie. I'm not saying it's a man's job, but I don't want to take out the trash. I
don't want to bust no suds neither.
But if the trash is piling up, I'll take it out. I'm not gonna be like, well, I usually do be like Jamal.
I was about to say, what you better not get on this damn YouTube and lie like that to these people.
Okay, first of all, the other day, do you remember pulling the trash can to the back? You don't, do you? Because I didn't.
They ain't taking it out. No, you talking about from
and I usually don't do that either. I usually let it sit
I'm gonna give you your credit. You did take the trash can from the bottom of the hill Friday. You did get the trash and taking it outside. Like, that's completely.
But I've done that before multiple times. I don't want to, but I will.
2012.
No, 2023.
Oh, what 20? You did it in 2020?
I have done it in 2023. I'm gonna start making a public announcement.
Hey, I'm taking the trash out.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, because if you do that, I'm gonna run and come get it.
Because last time, never mind. Anyways. We ain't about to argue up here. We ain't about to do this. Like I said, he cooked. Sometimes I cook. Like I'm a baker and I really love making breakfast, so I'll make breakfast.
With the bacon.
He loves making dinner. He loves to cook. He cooks because he loves to cook, not because he got to cook, not because I'm at work all day. He cooks because he loves.
And
to
also,
cook.
It's part of.
And I can't stand cooking, but I can.
Part of it is, I really like I said. I think it's really like selfish of me to know that she's working 8 hours a day and she's standing up most of her day.
Ugh.
To be like, all right, now come home and fix food for us. Like, that's really selfish, G. I can cook, you know what I mean? I want to be able to you know, I just want to be able to seriously like to take like a load off of her if I can, like whatever way I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a one, like whatever we can do, like she said. If we lacking right here, if I'm lacking right here, she'll pick that up. She lacking right there, I'm gonna pick that up. That's just what it is. It's none of this. Well, you the man,
it's called a marriage,
and you're the woman. Like, why you gotta why I gotta be for fixing plates and all of that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is stupid, bro.
If you can't take care of me, I'm leaving your broke ass.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, bye.
Like, it's just stupid to think like that, and like, you know what I mean?
Everybody have their own opinion.
Your opinion is no. I'm just to think like that. I'm not doing this just because this is what her job is, or this is what his job is. That is
that's pretty childish.
That's dumb
to me.
To think like that.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't say it's dumb, but I just think it's a little juvenile because you're not really
I'll take the childish
looking at the best interest of the situation.
The relationship.
Because part of being in a marriage is like caring about the other person. So that means caring about their physical, their mental, everything. If you see that they're tired, for you to just not try to help them just because it's a role, that's wild. Like, what?
Other than the homework, I can't help them. They don't want me helping them anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if I need you to do some homework, you just going
I mean, it ain't like I ain't like sat down, like, you know what I'm saying? And,
It's anything but math, please.
my
I ain't
God.
letting you help with math.
nah.
But anyway, so yeah, like we said, that's just how we do things here. Whatever works for you works for you. If you are in a relationship where both of y'all feel like y'all have these specific gender roles and you don't want this man touching your laundry, because some women are like, don't touch my laundry. I'm gonna do the laundry. Like, I don't even want you doing it because you gonna mess it up. Because some men are. So I mean, then that's how you do things.
Because I know guys that will not wash their own clothes. Like, I personally know guys like that.
That won't wash their own.
Yeah,
clothes.
that's like, I'm not doing this. This is what women's supposed to do. Like,
ooh, what?
bro, I've been washing my
So
own
who's
clothes
washing
since I
your
was like
clothes when you
12
didn't have a
years
woman
old.
though? That's weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Not my business. Not my business. I'm just glad I didn't marry him. But I'm happy
That's
with
what
I
I'm
got,
saying though.
'cause
Like,
I
you feel
could
me?
never.
I don't know. Like, yeah,
I could
I'm
never.
real domesticated when it comes to that type of stuff. But it was
Yeah.
like a survival thing. Because like you just said, I ain't always
You're
had
gonna have to
an
do
old
it at
lady.
some point in your life.
You know
Like,
what
you
I'm
can't
saying?
just
I live
have
on
a
my
woman
own.
and be like, now this is your job. Now you're my maid because you my wife. Like,
Yeah, I just I rock out.
that just doesn't work for me. And
rock out.
what works for me works for me. Bottom line is to each his own.
Yeah.
You know, do what you do in your relationship and make it work. Don't sit here and be ending your relationship over some gender roles. Because at the end of the day, is it really
People
that
ending their
important?
relationship? I'm in a bubble. I don't know.
I'm in a bubble
house,
too.
I don't, you know what I'm saying?
I am too. But at the same time, like in a relationship, you know, I feel like I think it could cause a problem if your woman is tired day in and day out because she doing this and doing that. You don't think that's gonna mentally wear on her, and you're not helping her? Like, eventually something's gonna happen in y'all's relationship. But again, not my business. Do what you do. Let us know in the comments. I want to hear from y'all what y'all got going on. Does that work for y'all? Do y'all think we just crazy and y'all like, really? Because I'm not paying for everything. I'm not gonna sit up here and split no bills with no man. Like,
Yeah, because people really think like that.
of course, and that's their prerogative. If y'all want to think
People
like
really
that,
think
that's
like
fine.
that. And there's
I
some
mean,
guys
maybe-
that's really like,
maybe
I'm
you
not
don't-
really about to like, you gonna cook my food and bring me my plate, like
Yeah.
that type of stuff. Like, come on, G. That's your old
Yeah.
lady. That's not your maid, shorty. Like, so I don't even know like why guys take that stance. But I mean, like I said, it's probably like
Maybe
got to
that's
do
what
with
they
how
saw,
they came up
or-
on. Like,
yeah.
yeah, you know, I didn't come up like that.
Or maybe they looking for a mom.
Truth be told, because my daddy ain't do none of the stuff I do in the house. So I don't like. I guess.
And I feel like
can't do that.
last point, I feel like some guys, some men get married and have children, and then they work a lot, and like maybe they do take care home, and the woman is the homemaker, and then they feel like they don't have to do anything with the kids, which is weird to me because they're still your children, right? They're still your children. They still want to have a bond with you, and there's no way that you're going to really have this bond with your child when your woman is doing all the nurturing just because she's the nurturer. They're still going to look to you to be present. They want you to come to their, events. They want to spend time with you still. So I feel like it's really crazy for a man to feel like just because they're working that they're being a father, because providing is not the only part of being a father.
It's not. Because my dad.
Providing
was
is
a
not
great
the only
provider.
part of being a parent.
He was a great provider. He wasn't hands on. Like, I mean, I ain't even really about to like make it seem like I didn't feel no love for my dad. I didn't want nothing like that. He just was not as hands on as I am with my children. Like, I'm at everything.
But I feel like you're very hands on you're more hands on than anybody I know, to be honest. Like, I don't really know anybody that's as hands on as you as a father. So
I mean,
kudos to you. So yeah, let us know. Like, comment, subscribe, of course. Let us know in the comments if how y'all do things or what works for y'all. And thank you for watching.
Thank y'all.
We love y'all.
Lock in with us.
We are gonna be on social media soon a little bit. We already on Instagram.
Yeah,
we're already on Instagram, heavy on the hairs. We're gonna be on TikTok soon. So tune in.
All right. Thank y'all.